right, welcome back, folks. Big O with you. Final segment here before we hand it off to Yankee baseball. It'll be Will Smith, the former rapper. He's on the mound for the Royals, and Andy Pettitte for the Yankees. I'm just joking on that rapper stuff. Anyway, over the weekend, a hell of an accomplishment for Nova Southeastern University as the women's golf team has earned their fourth straight national title. See, unlike the Buffalo Bills who choked away 4 straight, see, the Nova ladies, they win 4 straight. They're actually clutch, winning it. And then all this success is kind of spread over to the men because the men also defeated Chico State in a match for their first NCAA national championship. And don't forget that you can catch the Sharks Report every Saturday morning with Tony Segreto from 8:30 to 9:30. And you can also follow the Sharks on Twitter at NSU Sharks, and that's why we bring aboard the athletic director of Nova Southeastern University, Mike Mominey, joining us here on the program. Mike, how you doing, baby?
I'm doing great, Big O. How are you?
Oh, well, I'm not as good as you with all those championships. You guys are going to have those rafters filled up with all kinds of banners, man. It's a beautiful thing.
It is. That was the plan. So far so good. But we had a great week, and hopefully we can finish out this weekend with a good run at another championship.
All right. Well, tell us what are you working on this weekend?
Well, we're working on the women's crew team. The women's crew left yesterday. The women's rowing team, so they're headed up to West Windsor, New Jersey, to compete in the national championship regatta. And the women's crew team's ranked number 3 in the country. So. They're up there with 4 other teams, so a total of 5 Division II teams, all competing for the national championship this Memorial Day weekend.
That is awesome, man. You got to be proud, my brother, with all this success.
Like a proud papa, Big O. It's been a great spring, and obviously last weekend coming off the 2 national championships in women's golf, the baseball making a pretty deep run into the postseason in Tampa. So it's been a great few weeks at Nova Southeastern.
Mike Mominey joining us here, the AD, of course, of Nova Southeastern University, and Abby Gettings ends up becoming the National Player of the Year. And I was talking to the coaches 2 days ago, and she told me she's in the middle of a rebuilding year, and they win a national title. I mean, that's some serious juice there.
There is. Amanda Brown has done a great job, former student-athlete golfer at Nova Southeastern, and took over as the head coach this year. And I wish I would have had some of those rebuilding years, Big O, back when I was coaching. But, the rebuilding came for the women's team, with graduating 4 seniors a year ago. So Abby Giddings, the only returning player. Now, granted, she was an All-American and now named National Player of the Year. She was the only returner from the 3-peat national champions. So we had 4 other new student athletes come into the program last year, and we didn't really know what to expect, but they certainly kept it rolling to get their 4th national championship in a row. So a 4-peat.
Has it become easy for you guys to recruit now?
It's never easy to recruit. I'd say easier.
Oh, easier. Okay.
Easier for sure. Kids want to. Kids are attracted to, top-notch programs, and we also have the benefit of Grand Oaks, which the university owns, and the home of Caddyshack.
That's right.
Back in the day, and Rolling Hills and Bushwood and all that. But I think that all came pretty much at the same time. But facilities and playing for a top-ranked team in the country certainly makes it a lot easier to recruit. So we expect to keep it going, and I know Amanda and Garrett both have signed some really good student athletes for fall of 2012.
And you got to love how it's rubbed off on the men, and obviously they feel the pressure because they see the women having that kind of success. You got to be proud of that.
Oh, absolutely. The men, they got overshadowed obviously with the national championships of the women the last 3 years, but the men have always been, not always been, but in the last 8 to 9 years they've been in the top 10 and been to a couple national tournaments themselves. But the men finally came home with the big trophy. New head coach also, Garrett Runyon, who's an Orlando boy, Windermere, Florida, and he was the assistant a year ago, and now the head coach. Really had the kids going this year, and great leadership on the team with senior Ben Verts, local guy from Coral Springs, and a few others on the team. Ben Taylor, who's the number 1 player in the Division II So it's great to see, the men's team sort of equal up. I don't know if they'll catch up, but they sort of equal the challenge. So it's great to have both programs bring home the big trophy.
Nova AD joining us here, Mike Mominey joining us here on the program. And don't forget to hear the Sharks Report every Saturday at 8:30, from 8:30 to 9:30 with Tony Segreto, so you can get the latest on the Sharks. And if you're a Sharks alum, you should follow them on Twitter also at NSU Sharks. And I know we carried the basketball season. How's the recruiting and everything going as you guys prepare for next year?
Basketball recruiting season is in the midst. It's actually probably towards the end of the recruiting season. But on the men's side, head coach Gary Toole and assistant Brandon Crone have, locked in a couple really good players for next year. We only lost two. There were only two seniors on this last year's men's team who were very competitive in the top half of the Sunshine State Conference. They're very excited of a couple kids coming out of the Midwest. And Coach Leanne Freeland, along with assistant Brooke Kohlheim, on the women's side, have also signed a couple really good players. They had a great season last year, their best season in 4 or 5 years. So really right around the corner. But from what I understand, the recruiting is going well, and we're just finishing that up. So we look forward to a great basketball season and the partnership with 640 again next year.
Definitely. We're looking forward to that. And I'm telling you, if you're a parent and you live in South Florida here and you're listening to me, you've got to go on down there and check out the facilities. What Nova has done, it's phenomenal. It is growing by the day, by the moment. And the accomplishments also on their athletic department. You can see it there, and obviously Mike is doing a great job. Mike, really congratulations, and thank you for the time, my man. And we're happy here at 640 to have the partnership with Nova, and we're really proud of your accomplishments.
Thank you so much, Big O. Thanks for all that you do, and Steve Lappa and the guys at the station. So again, we look forward to it, and we hope we have a good summer. Thank you.
You got it, my brother. You be good. Mike Mominey, getting it done for Nova Southeastern University, the AD. Amazing. 4 national championships for Amanda Brown in the women's golf. And Garrett Runyon and the men's golf, they pick up a championship. That's great stuff.